Hello folks, here is your sewer scope from today's inspection. That's me in the basement, just kind of giving you a little orientation in that little closet with the water meter, incoming water line. Drop in into cast iron. This is 60-year-old cast iron, or 59-year-old cast iron, and it looks like 59-year-old cast iron. Actually in pretty darn good shape. Cast iron has a very broad life expectancy, generally anywhere from 75 to 150 years. This is in really good shape. Little bit of buildup at the bottom of the pipe. The bottom is going to be obviously where the water is. Right now it's on the top of your screen, but cast iron gets abrasive, it gets rough with age, it starts to corrode on the inside. This is minimal at this point. Likely over the years they've had the pipe cleaned more than once. I see some scuff marks on the clay sections up ahead. So they've probably descaled the pipe more than once, so that's helped basically maintain good quality. The other thing is the intangible that we don't know is moisture content and soil types, right? If it's a very wet soil, clay based or what have you, that's going to tend to work on the pipe, and it's going to tend to corrode a lot faster. If it's sandy, if it's loam, something like that drains well, not so much. Here's going to be your transition to clay sections. It'll take me a little bit to work around this bend. A little bit of an effort here, not too bad. Eventually I'll get around. There we go. And now we're in clay, and the first major joint that we see is basically packed with roots. They're fine roots. They're not kind of extending out. Sometimes they'll send out suckers that go out far and wide, and it expands past the joint. This is pretty much confined to right there. So my guess is that there's not any real heavy, thick root growth that you're going to have to worry about. There's not any really big trees right there. If I remember correctly, there were some trees that had been removed from the front yard. So that'll also help in how quickly the roots propagate back into the pipe. But yeah, so all in all, you've got some offsets also. We've talked about some lips there, the connection points in the pipe. Normal stuff. Holding a little bit of water, that could be because of the offset. It could also be that you're holding something at those connection points. There we go. Fairly straight shot out 88 feet to the city connection. All in all, everything looked pretty good. Obviously, I'm going to recommend having the pipe clean to get rid of those roots, and then you want to reevaluate also. Once the roots are clear and everything is visible, 100% visible, look for functional drainage, how well things flow, are there any spots that are holding water. Obviously, if there's any cracks that might have been hidden by the roots, you want to look at that also. But please read through my written reports. Reach back out to me with any questions. I'm going to keep the camera rolling as I do the return trip. You're more than welcome to watch that. And again, as always, don't hesitate to reach out to me with any questions.